Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Donald. It is what day is it? To think for a minute. Wednesday, May 17th at 1 o'clock. And in the markets, they're running, right? And if you're tuning in here on YouTube, first thing is thanks for stopping by. By the way, if you do click on the website, we're still in transition mode. We're transitioning from an older website to a newer website, and we still don't have everything. It's not us; it's somewhat of the hosting company, and is having to migrate some various features. And I'm told that I'm still within about 24 hours of getting that done. So hopefully, if you are trying to reach us, you're always welcome to send us an email. I can be reached at bagadon@stockmarketcaddy.com, or you're always welcome to call at 813-758-8263. 813-758-8263. If you're tuning in here or trying to follow us to find out why, you might be disappointed, because we don't get into the why. That is the rational side of one's brain, and that doesn't help, we believe, in trading. We don't ask why. It is what it is. We play the trades, we play the market from where it is. That's it. We live in the realm of now. Not 2 hours from now, not 2 days from now. Now, if you are an options trader, yeah, we're going to be a few days, few weeks, maybe a few months, right? So with options trading, whether you're buying or selling, it's more or less almost trying to hit the side of a barn. But actively trading during the day, or actively trading futures contracts, is we're trading where the ball lies. So let's give you a view of what we've been looking at, and it is persistent, right? It is persistent. And let's just highlight a few things for you, bring your eyes to this. Here is the S&P 500 on a 5-minute interval. It went long 29 5-minute segments ago. At what time today? At 10:45. If you took that trade, if you took it, and we most certainly have members that did, you're up $1,400 with a mini. If you did a micro, you're up 140. If you did 10 minis, you're up 14 grand. Let's drop down to the NQ, also on a 5-minute, and here it is. Just about 2 grand. At what time? 10:30. How about the Dow? At 11:05, 1,300. Now, at minimum, if our members are following this, they are at least not short. So hopefully you haven't been doing any shorting here today, because if you have, or you haven't done so well. Look at the Russell. And this is how not only does Swing Machine help us get in on a trade, it helps us stay in, and it also helps us, $1,200. Here's gold, trying to get long right now. It also can help us stay out, stay on the right side of the market without any rationality to it. It's not, there's nothing rational. The market is the market. It's billions and billions of dollars flowing this way, flowing that way, like the Niagara River. Sometimes it's going to be low. Sometimes, it's just, it is what it is. Here's oil, 1,800 from this morning. And then here's nat gas. That's how Swing Machine is positioned right here, right now. The 5-minute is trying to poke its head up here a little bit. I'm not sure that I fully trust this move. Could we roll over this afternoon? It's possible. It's certainly possible. It's only 1 o'clock. I don't see any indication of that right here, right now, other than being extended. Regardless, though, I'm not going to trade that. I'm not going to get caught up like, oh, I can't go any higher. If you find yourself saying that, oh, I can't go any lower, I'm going to buy it here. It can't go any lower. It can't go any higher. It just can't. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sell it. Matter of fact, I'm going to short some more of it. Not way. No way. It's coming back. If you find yourself doing that and you do that with futures contracts, you won't be here very long. You just won't be. And it's amazing to me how many people will call, and there is a cost to our service, and it is a service. It's an educational service. And we think it's very, very competitive. I got to tell you something too, by the way. We're building out the website and doing it ourselves, and we're learning a lot. Those guys are expensive. Holy smokes! Got all kinds of phone calls from web designers. Man alive. So I think our services are very economical, but well, lost my train of thought. Oh, it's just that if you try and stop pushing futures contracts around with no education and no grounding, you'll spend much more than what our costs are in losses. I mean, it can happen very, very quickly. And if you're using options and even stocks, may not happen as quickly, but it'll happen too. So if you want to know more about who we are, what we're about, I just thought I would poke my head in here and let you see where Swing Machine is. And as we wait for our hosting company to get on the ball and get us moving on the website, and we thought we'd give you a shot to watch. So we're going to leave this up until about the bottom of the hour, just 1:30. And don't hesitate to post any questions you might have in the chat room. And again, VIX is crushed down. No fear in this market right here, right now. Greed is it's on steroids, so they're just piling in, and that's just fine. That is totally fine. You don't always want to be on one side of the market. You want to be on the right side of the market. And are the markets rigged? Absolutely, they're rigged. Absolutely. It was funny, somebody posted today, if I understood the chart, it was kind of interesting. They posted a chart of the S&P on a valuation basis going back to 1929. And if you take out the money supply, the creation of money, the inflation rate, the S&P is exactly where it was in 1929. It's like the Truman Show. None of it's real. And it isn't. It isn't real. But we're not investing here. We're not investing as if it is real. We're not delusional. We're going to come in and make our bread and pull it out and go do something else with it that is real, that is tangible. That's what we do as traders. If that resonates with you, and if you're doing it and getting it done, then hallelujah to you, and just keep doing it. And don't let anybody intrude on it, not even me. But if you're not getting it done, if you're not, and you want at least a different perspective, I cannot guarantee an outcome. I wish I could, but I can't. It's very dynamic. The market is very dynamic. The tools are very dynamic. And as individuals, the only thing that we can try to do is to give you the education and perspective of how we look at the markets, how we go about doing it, how we use the technology, and we adapt, constantly adapting. There's the old saying that, not a saying, I presume it's true. They said that when Apollo 13, I think it was one of the Apollo moon missions, when it went to the moon, it was off course like 98 something percent of the time. It wasn't exactly, they had specific road signs. So they were off course, correct, off course, correct, off course, correct, off course, correct. And as traders, a lot of times that's what we're doing. And we're trying to use the machine. to keep us on the right course. And right now, since about 10:30 this morning, the course, the direction of this market has been up. And if you've been shorting it, you might want to re-examine what it is you're doing and why. Not why the market is doing what it's doing. More importantly, why are you doing what you're doing? We'll be here. Yeah, so we're still monitoring the website. So if you do click on the website, I apologize. It's like a big white screen right now, and we've gotten information that the hosting company is working on some of the plugins that we used, and hopefully they're going to get that corrected. So again, I apologize, but I wish it would say in under construction or something. But it is what it is. Hopefully, we'll have it cleared up here in another 24. We're still gonna be modifying it. By the way, these web designers are tremendous, right? I think they're very, 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 very good. And but when you do something in yourself and build it yourself, it I think it's just very empowering. Whether it be a website, whether it be whatever, you know. If you have an old car that you're working on, and if you have the skills or learn the skills to build on it, you'll be able to make adjustments. The stock market caddy, that's always been, I mean, our on the website they call it a tagline, right? But it's more than a tagline. We didn't know there was such a thing as a tagline. And it was learn to trade your game. We said that years ago. And that's the what we're about, and that's why we don't tweet out positions and don't tweet out or have an email alert system. It's trade your game. We're going to provide you the tools, we're going to provide you the education, and you're going to set it up and go to work and build that car or build that whatever, play your game, not mine, not anyone else's. And we hope that's empowering, and that's something you want to do. Now, not everybody's suited for that sort of thing. Takes a lot of time, takes a lot of patience, takes a lot of discipline. And there's going to be some frustrations, as there are. I would imagine I'm not mechanically inclined, but I got a neighbor that he loves to repair older cars, and he's forever telling me, "Man, I did this. Oh man, I almost messed up the paint job." And but he likes solving problems around it, and he's really, really mechanically inclined. It's amazing. And got another neighbor, and he's a master craftsman. Guy just like he raised the level, the garage, his garage level, put in windows and everything. I'm like, what in the world is this guy doing? And he did it in a matter of weeks. It was like an amazing thing just to watch. So our trading is mechanical. It's mechanical, and these are mechanical tools. So if that resonates with you, say, I want my trading to be mechanical. I don't want it to be, freestyle. I don't want to be, I think, the economy's slowing down. I think the budget, I think the government's going to default, and oh man, it's going to be the jobs numbers. If you listen to all that crap, and it is a bunch of crap, Next week, it'll be another piece of crap. It'll be the jobs number. It'll be the Fed number. It'll be the Fed minutes. It'll be the beige book. That's how they get you hooked listening to that crap. Don't listen to it. Turn on some music, read some books, do something else, get a treadmill, get some exercise. It's money. It's like a river. It flows this way. It flows that way. We just want to paddle with it, right? And when it's flowing down, that's what we want to do. You don't always have to be in it. If you don't like the direction and you think it's getting, a little frothy, then get your kayak out of the river and sit on the bank and eat a sandwich. Do some fishing. Um, you know, trust me, giving any, I'm not burning any brain cells at all trying to address the question of why or who. Could care less. I hope it makes sense. Very, very few people that I've seen online or anywhere when it comes to the market, they want to tell you why. They want to tell you who. They want you to believe that they are the smartest guy in the market, in the know, and that they got it figured out. I am the most ignorant person in the market. The most. I don't know anything about Tesla. I don't want to know anything about Tesla or anything else or anything on the macro babble. I just want to track their money. And if they're buying, I want to be buying. And if they're selling, I want to be selling. Good luck. We'll be here. Okay, yeah, YouTubers, we're going to go to two. Gave you, we got tied up there a little bit at the bottom of the hour. So we're going to give you a chance to see and ask any questions you might have. Market continues to run, just melting up, melting up, melting up, and not going to extrapolate anything into tomorrow or anything beyond. It is what it is. If you had gone long the 5 minute at 10:45, you're up nearly 2 grand. If you had gone long at 10:30, you're up nearly 3 grand. If you had gone long at 11:05, you're up 1,600, 1,400. If you chose not to go long, that's fine. Hopefully you didn't try to short because there are no shorts here. If you did short, you have a nuclear wedgie. Not very pretty. You don't want to short an uptrend. Last night, we noticed that the VIX was at roughly where it is now, basically 30 or 40, and the market was down in here, as though the market didn't believe that. Right now, that S&P has moved up to 70 on our fear and greed meter, and the VIX is at 30. The market is perfectly balanced. It is balanced. Whether one likes it or doesn't like it, it is balanced. So the market is enjoying the comfort level that it's in. There's not a lot of fear. Could the S&P go higher? Yes, it absolutely could. Could push into euphoria. And if it does, it's going to need the VIX to break down even lower. But as it does that, the next big trade will be to the downside. That will be the next big trade. The question is, do you have the tool set? Will you know when it's time? We will know when that S&P pushes into euphoria, wherever that is, 4,200, 4,250, 4,300, we will know, and we'll have a good position on the VIX at that point. It's not guaranteed to get up there. It's just that if it does, we will have eyes on it. We will see it. We will know what to do and how to do it. But it is in proportion right here, right now. Entirely possible that we come back to 41.23 the next couple of days, and we stay right in the middle. And that's entirely possible too, because the market has been in a very, very tight range for nearly 40 days. Hasn't moved more than 3% from top to bottom. In fact, it's one of the tightest ranges in about 5 or 6 years. So entirely possible. But we'll have eyes on it if we keep a close eye on that 5-minute VIX. So we're going to slide this back out of the way. That's the daily. We don't need to see it during the day. We keep an eye on this 5-minute. We need the 5-minute VIX to do what? We need it to get long, and it isn't. It isn't. So we just, sit on our hands, and it's been short since 10:30, and that was a warning to our members at 10:30. Hey guys, the market probably wants to go long. 10:45, 1,900. 10:30, nearly $3,000. 11 o'clock, 1,500. 10:30, 1,400. Did you get any of it? Well, if you don't have swing machine, probably not. It's amazing to us. And here we are on YouTube, and I think we had maybe 3 people come by. That's all right. But if I was on CNBC talking some macro babble, we'd have, thousands of people, placing bets with their IRA money. Insane. And if anybody has any questions on YouTube, you get 2 minutes, because at 2 o'clock we need to go offline. We need the resources on the computer. So if you have any questions, let us know.